Hey everyone, welcome to I guess I've been doing this for a couple of weeks now, I guess you'd call it my weekly review on Raw, but I'm also going to talk about last night's Slammivesary from TNA. Now, let's get into TNA Slammivesary first. I thought it was an okay pay-per-view. Now, like I mentioned before when I reviewed Extreme Rules, I said that, just like with Extreme Rules, I said that I didn't watch the live pay-per-view, but I was able to download it from a site. And this is the exact same site. And this site is the exact same one. Well, now I've downloaded Slammivesary and I saw it. And I thought it was pretty good. The X Division King of the Mountain match was a real good opener. Showed what the X Division was about, and it was kind of good to see Suicide, Kaz, or whoever you want to call them, retain the championship. It's good there. I'm knowing a lot of people were hoping that there would be a change, but apparently they want to keep the Suicide thing going. Shane Douglas, Christopher Daniels, I think that was just to give Shane Douglas, one more big pay-per-view match before he ends his career. I mean, Shane Douglas, I give the guy credit, he's definitely been everywhere and been a champion everywhere. I mean, WWE, he may have had just a short, time there, but he was the Intercontinental Champion, even if it was for a few moments. In ECW, he put that on the map by winning all their championships, becoming the first Triple Crown winner, I believe. And then WCW went on to be the U.S. champ and I think tag team champ there on numerous occasions, numerous stints. Went to XPW, became the champion there, and then went to TNA and tried to relive that magic. But give the guy credit. At least he wants to get back into business, and I think it was good for TNA to call him in and let him be a part of this. So it was good. It was good to see him wrestle. Although it wasn't, probably the best match, they could have had. He could have had with Daniels, but I think, for Douglas it was pretty good, especially for his time in his career. The Monsters Ball mixed tag team match. Wow, this is something that, believe it or not, not even the original ECW has ever done. I mean, think about it. They never let, and I can't remember a few occasions, but they never let women dive off of staging areas, even if it's like a short thing, like right about here, and then here's the person on the table, and they're right here. They never let that happen, as far as I can remember. Nor did they ever let a woman, slam another woman into tacks. That's never happened. So, that was a first. So TNA was the first in doing that. But it was a pretty good Monsters Ball thing. It was definitely better than last month's Knockouts Monsters Ball. So it was better. Not as good as the previous Monsters Balls in the past, but it was decent and everything. I give Daphne, Shannon, whatever her name is, real name is, I give her a lot of credit because here's a girl that basically made a name for herself in WCW and for being psychotic and crazy, and later calmed down, and then went on to all these other personas like Lily and Shark Girl and all that. And give her credit for definitely putting her body on the line in this kind of a situation, just unbelievable. But good match, Taylor and Abyss get the win, but a good match overall. Knockout title match. I have to say that it was a decent match. It was okay. Victoria, Tara, whatever you want to call it, did a pretty good job in her first, championship match there. I think some people might look at that match and say she was just brought in now to put over people like Angelina Love. That might be true, may not be. I got a feeling she's eventually going to be the Knockouts champion. I've got a feeling that, she's going to team up or line herself with Kong and Taylor Wilde and a few others, and they're going to finally take out the beautiful people. Just a thought. But Angelina Love does retain the title, thanks to interference to the beautiful people. The tag team title match, good matchup. I guess it was all right. I guess it was good to see Beer Money regain the championships again, and if I think the third or fourth time. I got a feeling though eventually they're going to lose the titles in a match, in a match that's not just going to involve Team 3D, the Dudleys, but involve the British Invasion. I got a feeling they're going to lose it. In something like a three-way dance or something like that to the British Invasion. I got that feeling. So, but it was okay to see Beer Money retain. Sting against Matt Morgan, it was decent, you know, not the best, you know, kind of helped Matt Morgan get over. Sting does beat Matt Morgan, so Matt Morgan's not in the Mafia yet. And then the King of the Mountain match, it was okay. I think not one of the best, but one of the better King of the Mountain matches out there. Kurt Angle, I know a lot of people want to see the Kurt or AJ win, and you know, Kurt ended up winning. And you know, what surprised me was when I read the results and then I watched it. It's like Samoa Joe turns his back on the originals on the front line and becomes part of the Mafia. You know, we've had this. You know, and when I look at this, it seems so similar to what WCW did with the Giant. You know, Giant was always WCW through and through and everything, and then they did the same with Lex Luger. You never thought these guys would join something like the NWO, and they did. Giant did it like on 1 or 3 occasions. The Giant being Big Show. So, you know, for Joe to join the Mafia, I think it was more of a, you should have expected like probably the powerhouse muscle guy, the unstoppable force to do that. I guess, I don't know. I mean, it could be the fact that he's setting them up, because remember they had that happen before. I don't know who is a part of them. Oh yeah, they had WWE had this happen before when Kurt Angle supposedly joined the alliance of WCW, ECW back in 01. So they might be doing something similar where Joe is acting like he wants to be part of the Mafia and then destroys them from within. I don't know. But I do got a feeling this is going to lead to probably Sting leaving the Mafia or getting kicked out of the Mafia or something, because Sting, to me, wants to set them straight. Then again, you never know with TNA. But overall, it was a good pay-per-view, and it was alright, decent Slammivesary anniversary pay-per-view, and I give him credit for that. Alright, I'm just checking my time there. Now I want to talk about tonight's Monday Night Raw that just ended about a half hour ago. I have to say, it was an okay Raw for commercial free. I don't know if they're going to do this every now and then, but it was alright. You know, I thought last week when I talked about Trump buying and everything that it was going to be for the summer. Apparently it was just to put over the commercial free deal. Because if you notice that after the segment where Vince paid double of what Trump paid to buy Raw to Trump to get Raw back, and I guess that sounds confusing, but after Vince paid double what Trump paid to him to get Raw back, you notice that all the Trump logos that was like near the Raw sign, which said Trump Raw and everything, that was all gone, completely, gone. So, but it was an okay Raw. I mean, pretty good for commercial free. Definitely, definitely showed that, not much changes. I'm thinking what USA and NBC is doing is they're trying to experiment in something that will, maybe they can get certain programs like Raw and whatever programs like Law and Order, or certain movies like tomorrow night they got National Treasure being put on the USA Network for commercial free. I think what they're trying to do is experiment on what they feel could be commercial free and what can't be commercial free. So maybe that's what they're trying to do. But there's another reason they kind of shortened this. I believe this whole Trump, buying Raw deal. If you read online in certain areas, you find out that Trump, the WWE, USA, and I think Donald got in trouble with the SEC, and we're not talking the Southeastern Conference of College Sports. We're talking a different SEC. They got in trouble because they promoted, and I guess they promoted in, a false, sale, a false buyout or something, between Trump, WWE, and everything. The USA was promoting this, and along with WWE, and it kind of got them in trouble. So I think that's why they shortened it. And J-Dub, I respect your reviews and everything. I hope you're watching this, and I hope you kind of agree with me. That was probably one of the reasons. But overall, it was an okay Raw. I mean, the 6-man opener was good. The Divas match was okay, not too good. The Last Man Standing match was awesome. I have to say, it was probably the best that Randy Orton and Triple H have ever done in a match against each other. Definitely sets up the 3 stages of hell, which I believe is the first one since 2001. That's the last one I remember, and that one was also with Triple H, but he was against Stone Cold at the time. But overall, it was a good Raw. Good, decent matches here and there. I know some people might complain that they were promoting KFC grilled chicken throughout. So it was alright though. Overall, it was alright. So, but it was an okay Raw. You know, I'm a little surprised, maybe not too surprised that the Trump thing didn't last too long. But who knows? You know, maybe they'll try something again sooner or later. But that's all I can say on my Raw review, my Slammivesary review. Slammivesary, I give it a 8 out of 10, and Raw, I give maybe a 7 out of 10. You know, it was alright. I mean, I know some people didn't like how, some fans watching didn't like how, you know, Donald Trump referred to Raw as peanuts and all that, so, but overall it was a decent show, and I liked it. I liked SmackDown's involvement, like I said at the beginning, with the 6-man, so, overall it was a decent Raw, and that's all I can say.